Alright, I'm on my lunch break right now. I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown. Everybody, I got 15 messages, people asking me for a job, man. I'm not anybody that can give anybody a job or get anybody hired. Man, you just gotta get in where you fit in. I'm gonna break it down real quick. Alright, there's pipeline, and then there's the oil field, which is like the offshore and land rigs, stuff like that. The guys that get time off. If you're young, single, no kids, pipeline all the way, man. It's a full-time gig. You're only at home whenever you want to be at home, and you're not getting paid when you're at home. So you can work for 6 months straight out here, make some really good money, or you can and then take it off for a couple months if you want to. There's really no loyalty in the pipeline, man. It's when you hire on with a job, when that job's done, there's not many people that are guaranteed to go to the next job with the same company. There are people that they get hired on, but there's no guarantees in pipeline. I'm assuming with the offshore, I've never been offshore and I've never been on a land rig. From what I see, they work their ass off. It's a hard labor job when you go in as a green person. I don't even know if they call them hands. Pipeline, you're a labor hand or a welder's helper. I don't know what they call them offshore or on a land rig, whatever the hell. But whenever you're new, pipeline, I mean, I've seen people work hard, but it's not that hard, man. And you know, I was a green hand, and probably the hardest thing we did the entire job was, I mean, you do a lot of walking. And it was midsummer in East Texas. It was 120 degrees and it was hot. And I'm out there on that ground and I'm watching these operators in these cabs with the AC and everything. And I'm like, man, that's fucked up. But that's the way the system goes. You got to get in where you fit in, man. And then I also went on as a welder's helper for a little while, for a buddy of mine who's a welder. And that was a much easier job than being a labor hand, about the same pay rate. So it really depends on what your goals are. At that time, I wanted to be a welder, so I was gonna be a welder's helper for about a year. And you don't need technical school, you don't need to go to welding classes, or you don't have to do all that crap, man. You don't have to spend any money. You show up on a job with a pair of steel toe boots from fucking Walmart, and that's all you need to be hired on out here. I know they got 10 jobs for every one guy out here. So for people saying they can't get hired in West Texas, you're full of shit, or you're not trying hard enough. You know, I've been out here a few months in West Texas. It's nothing pleasant, man. I mean, it's strictly oil field, man. It's no vacation out here, but it's not miserable. I've seen miserable overseas, and this isn't it. It's easy work, man. The reason they pay so well is because you have to leave your family, man. You have to leave your home. And as you can see, I just left for lunch, and now I drive down the road to my RV. So I got my RV set up, and there's cactuses out here, and old mattress and dumpster. I mean, this is it. There's RV parks over there, there's one over there. That's all this is people out here making money. And they make as much as they can, and then they go home when they can. I have a family. I have a wife and 2 kids. I hate nothing more than being away from them for long periods of time, but the money's just way too good for me right now. It's I'm an operator. I make 150 grand a year running the track hoe. It's just it's insane what these guys pay. I have no formal education or training. Come on, Bruce. Go to the bathroom. No formal education or training in the field. When I was a helper, I begged my foreman to every now and then let me get a little seat time on the excavator. Moving dirt, grabbing a few of the mats, moving stuff around, practicing. Same thing on a dozer. Just hopped in when I could, learned on the job, and still getting paid as a labor hand. Labor hands start out about 16, 17, sometimes 19 bucks an hour, and your per diem, which is tax-free money, Like I'm making $150 a day, 7 days a week per diem right now. So that's $4,200 a month, just tax-free money. This RV is paid for, but the lot that I stay on is $500 a month. And I mean, I pay for food and gas and all that stuff, but I mean, the per diem money is really, like, I wouldn't be doing this if it was just my hourly rate. Which operators usually make closer to 30 bucks an hour. And of course, the money doesn't really start adding up until you're at overtime, which you're usually overtime by Thursday. On this job, we get about 70 hours a week. I've seen some people get 80, 90, even 100 hours a week on certain jobs. Luckily, the company I'm with is a long-term setup to where they've got job contracts for years. So when this job is complete, we're building storage facilities for Phillips 66 right now. When this one's complete in a few months, we've already got another job lined up. I've got full health benefits for my family. I have a 401k. It's a legit job. So that's my recommendation, man. If you just got to be home 2 on, 2 off, it's less money starting off than what you would be as a green hand or a helper out here. But I'm just doing what I can right now. I mean, it's somehow I've moved my way into an operator spot and working hard, paying bills. That's it. So I can't help you get a job. My only recommendation is join every Facebook page that has oil field, pipeline, rig welders of America, pipeline welders, whatever you can. Join those pages. I'm on like 15 of them. And just watch them every couple hours or something. Just scroll through, and when a job pops up, when they say, hey, we need half a dozen labor hands, or we need 2 welders helpers to start tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, the jobs out here, they're not planning ahead for 2 weeks. Okay, in 2 weeks from now, we're going to need a helper. No, it's usually because somebody didn't show up, or they're shorthanded on a job that starts today and they need you there tomorrow. So those are the ones that are going to get hired in, especially if you're a green hand and you've never been on a job before, so you have no experience. The ones that are experienced, like I know enough people in the industry now to where I can call a few people and get on another job if I need to. But if you've never been on a job and you don't know anybody, join those pages, man. I'm telling you. And when a job pops up, be ready to roll. I mean, on the spot. So if it says they need you there 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and you see it's in West Texas, and let's say I'm from Mississippi, so I'm 12 hours away, you better pack a bag, grab some steel toe boots, hop in your truck and go. You can come out here with absolutely nothing. And I mean, they got man camps, which are big facilities with nothing but rooms for rent. And I think they're like 90 bucks a night to start off. And then once you get your check, I think it's like $400 a week. And then after that, it's like $1,200 for a month. So you can literally come out here with nothing. A couple $100 in your pocket and your truck. A lot of people sleep in their trucks when they start off until they get their first check. Also, pipeline, I've noticed they've never once asked for a damn resume from me. I mean, they like to have referrals of what you've done before. But every time I've tried to apply for an offshore job, they want fucking bank account history. They want my ancestorsonly.com and fucking resume and everything. Like, man, me and background checks don't get along. I got in some trouble in my 20s, and if you're gonna run a background check on me, your printer better be full of paper. I'm telling you right now. But out here on pipeline and stuff, man, they don't care. I just want you to hire in and go to work, and you'll get your check. And so that's my 2 recommendations. I can't speak for the other side of things, the offshore and land rigs. I know they get time on and time off, and it'd be nice for me to be able to go home. But for now, I go home when I can, which is usually holidays. And we usually work 6 days a week. We're off Sundays most time. But this past weekend, we got a Saturday and Sunday off, which is very rare. So Friday after work, I drove 12 hours home, spent a day with my family, and the next on Sunday morning I was driving back. So 24 hours driving for about 24 hours at home, and it was worth every minute of it for me, just to be able to see my family for one day. And then my wife and kids, they come out here and visit, and Now, if you got a wife and kids that's willing to travel with you and you get a big, nice RV, which a lot of people do, that's the life, man. Y'all stay on the road, and there's people out here, welders with $100,000 truck setups and $150,000 RV with toy haulers, and they just live on the road full time. I mean, it's full luxury, and they go home to their hometown, and they might have a little house there every now and then, but 99% of the time they're on the road. So I'm not going to keep rambling on, but those of you, join the Facebook pages. That's my only thing I can offer. Join the pages, watch them, be ready to roll when you see a job pop up. I mean, be ready to go. The first ones that are there, that are ready to hire in, the first ones that respond to those ads and they say, are you ready to go? Yeah, those are the ones that are going to get a job. So you want to go out there, you want to start making $1,700, $1,800 a week after taxes. That's what I made as a green hand on my first job ever, with no experience, no tools, no equipment, just a pair of steel-toe boots, and they give you everything else. I was making $1,700, $1,800 a week after taxes. I don't know about you, but that's damn good money where I'm from. And now, fortunately, I'm able to make about double that as an operator. Welders make even more. Welders make up to $4,000, $4,500 a week. Of course, they got a lot more expenses because you have to have your own truck and equipment, and I don't have to have any of that. I pull up in whatever I'm driving, park it for the day, and hop in my excavator, which is theirs, and go to work. So there's several different routes you can take. And then, of course, inspectors make even more than that, and superintendents and foremans. It goes on up, man. You get big out here, you turn into a company, man. They make $350,000, $400,000 a year. I mean, it's insane what you can make out here. And but anyway, join the Facebook pages. That's my recommendation. All right, let me get my little lunch break in here. Y'all have a good day.